All right, welcome to another installment of James Reads the Star Wars Expanded Universe. I'm your host, James, and I'm going to be reading to you today from the first book in the Star Wars X-Wing book series. This is X-Wing Rogue Squadron by Mike Stackpole. I'm going to read to you an introduction between two of the main characters of this series. Corran assumed they were waiting for the captain of the ship, a person he had assumed to be male since very few of the independent smugglers were female. As the captain descended the ramp, Corran had his assumption exploded by his first glimpse of shapely long legs encased in boots and a form-fitting dark blue jumpsuit. A gun belt encircled her slender waist, and long black hair fell to mid-back. She grabbed the ramp's forward support and swung around to face him in a carefree manner, and Corran was very taken with the smile lighting up her beautiful face. He wiped his hands again on his jumpsuit. "Thanks for the ride back here." She returned his smile as she shortened the distance between them. "Thanks for the save back there." "My pleasure." He extended his hand to her. "I'm Corran Horn." Something dangerous flashed through her brown eyes. "Are you any relation to Hal Horn?" Was my father." "Why?" "Because he hounded my father and had him sent to Kessel." She poked him in the chest, right where the flight stick had bruised him. "If I'd known who you were, I'd have left you there." Corran recoiled in surprise and for the first time saw the patch on the shoulder of her jumpsuit. It showed a Corellian sea ray that had a bar where its eyes should have been. Because of the polarized thread used to embroider the black eye bar, a little vertical white line passed through it, running side to side. "I know that crest. I knew the ship was familiar." "This is the Pulsar Skate. If I'd known Booster Terrik was bringing me in, I'd have stayed out there." "I can see you two have already met?" Corran whirled around and quickly saluted Wedge. "Yes, sir." The woman planted her fists on her narrow hips. "You didn't tell me who this pilot was because you knew I'd not have transported him, right?" Wedge smiled easily. "I suspected there might have been some friction. How have you been, Mirax?" "Paying for spare parts and fuel, Wedge." Mirax kissed Wedge on the cheek. "I've also been collecting stories about you from all over the galaxy. Your parents would have been proud." Wedge nodded solemnly. "I'd like to hope so." Corran's green eyes narrowed. "Sir, you realize the Pulsar Skate is a ship with a well-documented history of smuggling and that Booster Terrik is one of the more notorious smugglers who ever flew out of Corellia?" Corran's commander smiled. "I know all about the Skate, Lieutenant Horn. I was about 15 years old when I helped replace the fusion chamber on that starboard engine. Mirax's father regularly used my parents' fueling station for repairs and refueling." All right, and so there you have the first meeting of Corran Horn and Mirax Terrik, brought to you from X-Wing Rogue Squadron, the first book by Mike Stackpole. See you guys next time.